Are you Mr. Mickle?
Yes, I
I'm just
am.
gonna say hi too, because I'm Jen Lewis. Hi.
Nice to
Hi,
meet you,
nice to
Jen.
meet you. It's always nice to meet people in the town that I've just never seen.
Well, I'm a seasonal, pre-season person.
Okay.
But we've been
There you
coming
go.
up here for a very long time.
Season you don't come up in is,
Well, I do
Right
come up in
now?
the winter,
oh, you do?
you know, for occasionally,
Mhm.
but not as much as I'd like.
Hasn't been much of a winter yet.
Not yet.
No.
Well,
Yeah, we don't care how often you come up or all that, so long as you spend lots of money when you're here.
we do.
Okay, excellent. Now,
My local.
Okay, regarding the next agenda item, this is a administrative variance for property owned by Stephen and Regina Mickle. The applicant is Stephen, and that undoubtedly is you. I make a motion to call the meeting to order.
So moved.
Determine quorum, since none of us have walked out in the last 20 minutes. I think we still have a quorum.
We're here.
And determine conflicts of interest. Again, I don't believe there are any,
I have no conflict.
I have none.
no, I have no conflict either as with this. Summarize the nature of the variance. The nature, requesting a variance in the side setback of currently 25 feet to 20 feet, 5-foot variance. And the property is located on the Parsonsfield tax map U13 lot 009, land lot on Shady Lane. The people requesting this are also the owners, which is always good. Parties to the action, Stephen Mickle, the applicant, Stephen and Regina, and they're also the property owners. CEO, Mr. Winters, who's not here. So we'll move on to the business and review the application for completeness.
I reviewed previously and
You-
it's complete.
It also looks to me also to be complete, even though, as I say, I'm still quite new at this. And that's 60 feet, okay.
I'd like to see a deed of the property. So he's the owner of record, but I'd like to see the deed.
Okay. Again, be it noted that the request to see the deed has been requested. So I'm just taking a quick look through. Okay. So I guess that is one thing that we would have to get is a copy of the deed and, we look at that. Is that something that can be provided? Would we dig that up or is that something we have to ask?
Yeah, I can provide that.
Okay. Okay.
I have my computer, I could give it to you.
Well, heck, if the door was unlocked, we could go get it too. I don't pick locks anymore. Okay. So the only thing I guess that is requested, and I would also agree with, is a copy of the deed. That makes a lot of sense. I understand that. So the next item of the business would be to schedule a public hearing on this.
Yeah, so there's a sheet on the table that has dates, sidewalk dates and meeting dates.
Okay.
I believe they all change schedule. So yes,
Okay. So the public hearing would be the meeting date. Tell you what, let's start off with the site walk date, because I think it'd be smarter to do the site walk before we have the meeting. I don't know if that's really required, but,
By the way, I'd like.
Only if we have questions.
yeah.
oh, okay,
Like about dimensions or something that,
okay.
or if people requested from the public to say, hey, you gotta go look at that. So
Okay,
Just
okay.
either bring your snowmobile or snowshoes. The road isn't plowed during the winter.
We need waiter. I'm pretty sure we did Paul Ferris's
We did.
variance last year this
Yeah.
time, yeah.
We'll just have to wait till June then, that's all. No, bad joke, my apologies.
Google Earth.
You know, me personally, I've done a lot of site walks when I was an alternate on the planning board, and again, I would leave it up to folks here if they felt it's necessary. Me personally, I do like to do the site walk just to make sure, things are as they are supposed to be. So I would suggest, and I'm also open to people saying no, not necessary or whatever, that we schedule a site walk. I'm retired, so I'm available anytime.
Same here.
I like to sleep in.
That's why there's no times, it's just the dates. Okay, so it could be any
Right.
time, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I know, I'm sure you want to get this done.
No, it's gonna sit till spring, because we can't get access to the property. It's a mile downhill, so.
Yeah. Well, if I'm the only one
It's
there,
covered
I got my snowshoes and stuff, I have no problem.
If the ice was a little thicker, I'd take you by snowmobile across, but not quite yet.
I have no problem scheduling the sidewalk as soon as possible, February 3rd, if that's possible.
Okay.
Is it really reasonable to do a site walk with snow on the ground and do we really get a good determination?
Well, again, I think what we're looking at is it's, basically a 5-foot variance in I think the map, shows that the area, I believe the area that's, the reason there's a 25 feet is is it a runoff area?
No, not on that side.
Not on that side.
So the brook comes down and takes a little bend, and working with the DEP, we had to be 25 feet away from the brook. So in order to meet the 25 feet from the brook, it pushes me closer to the other line,
Okay.
and I need that, it's really like 4 feet. If we could just keep it rounded up to 5 feet.
Okay.
I mean, Jesse's been there, so if you want to talk to Jesse, he helped me lay it all out.
No, again, I appreciate that information. That's good to know.
Just use a plastic sled.
There you go.
It's a nice hill for that.
Off we go.
If he really wants us, he'll carry me on his back down there, so that way, no, I tell you what, forget it, I'm a little overweight. All right, so perhaps we don't need to have a site walk then. And I apologize, I misunderstood when I was reading through this. I thought the variance would bring you, into the side with the water, and so we're actually going against the DEP.
No, I couldn't do that.
Yeah, that would be a short meeting then.
The first application I put in, I didn't catch the 25-foot setback. And when I put it in, I thought it was gonna be fine, then it rejected. And then, so I kind of went most of the summer trying to get a hold of Anna Smith. And then finally she came out in the fall and she said, no, it needs to be 25 feet. And I'm like, oh, I missed that in the laws. I'm like, I don't know how. I mean, I'm a quality engineer. I should have caught this. But anyway, so she came out and we worked it all out, and then I showed her where we could put it. And I says, okay, well, that puts me 5 feet closer to the other side. So now I have to talk to Jesse. And he says, well, just apply for a variance.
Yeah.
So,
Is it all staked out? I mean, the measurements
I have-
are pretty accurate.
I have 2 nails with tags in the ground, which you're not gonna see, which are the 25 feet from the brook. And then the other stakes, there are 2 stakes in the ground. They're 20 feet from, so they need to move 5 feet closer to the border. So they're set at the 25-foot setback from the property line.
Okay, but you got measurements, you're not eyeballing it, anything like that, so you're, okay. Okay,
It's all been measured out with the, corner to corner, squared it all up.
beautiful, beautiful. Let's see. Okay,
So have we decided that we're not gonna do a site walk in
I would say no
Winter.
sidewalk is required. That would be my opinion.
at all?
At all, because it sounds like he's done a thorough job in mapping it out. Jesse's taken a look at it and, giving a blessing.
And if there's any hardship involved, that's because of the DEP requirements.
Well, actually, and I'm glad he cleared it up, he's doing this because of the DEP, so he's avoiding all of that, so he's doing, to me, it sounds like he's doing all the right thing, and, that's very commendable, rather than trying to sneak something through, so appreciate that.
No, I'm trying to do it by the books. Like I said, I've been here since '64. My parents built the place and
Wow.
I took it over a few years ago. My wife and I, we've got 5 kids, older with grandkids, and I've been coming up here since that big.
Cool.
My son was up here working on the farm, so been here for quite a while.
Yeah, cool.
So, and I have a vested interest in the lake. We do have an invasive weed, so I am on that. I'm the engineer for the harvest, the suction harvester we have. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah, I'm very involved with the
Excellent.
association.
Excellent.
I'll make a motion that we don't need to do a sidewalk.
Please do. And second?
Is this place on West Pond?
Correct.
Yeah,
Oh, so you have Curly Leaf, yeah. I live on the north end of Long Pond. Okay. Now
I
I
haven't
can,
got there. Hopefully it won't.
no, so far so good. That's why we have our courtesy boat inspectors, so that they don't get into the water.
So I guess the next thing would be schedule the public hearing. And again, I'm retired, so I'm open anytime, so I don't know if there's a time that's convenient for you.
I can get here.
I hope you have to drive a long ways to come up.
I live in southern New Hampshire, so it's a couple hours.
Okay.
But, I haven't decided if I'm driving home or staying over at my buddy's cottage on the other side of the lake.
Well, again, is there a time that's convenient for you?
It doesn't, whatever works for
It
you.
doesn't matter, okay, okay. Well,
I can make it work.
having him been so nice about that, folks, is there a particular meeting date that you'd like to set? I imagine you'd like to get this thing
Up to the ladies.
Yeah, I just want to get it done, so come springtime, I can go.
and hey, with the way climate's going right now, spring could be March 1st, so.
Yeah, we've got to, wait for the water
You
to.
have a
For sure.
wicked, ruddy, steep road getting down to your place.
Yeah, we lost it last December, probably
Oh, yeah.
80% of the road, and I maintain the road. So
Oh,
this
boy.
spring was a lot of work. I had 2018, over 250 yards of gravel brought in.
Yep.
To repair the road from the runoff.
So can we have a public hearing on a Friday?
we just did.
No, but I mean, will we get more people if we have it? I mean, I love having it on Friday.
I don't want to do a weekend.
Okay, you don't? Okay.
No, my weekends are gonna start getting busy here. The 9th works for me. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I checked the dates that you said, you're normally unavailable, so if the 9th
Right.
works for you.
Yeah, I'll make it work. So are we talking about the 9th right now?
Yeah. So, 5 o'clock still work for everybody? All right. So motion to hold a public hearing 2/9 at 5 PM.
Well, that clock isn't telling us much.
No, don't look at that clock.
You know, time moves a little slower in Parsonsfield, so we like it that way, I'll second the motion. If that's allowed, I don't know if that,
You just can't make the motion.
I can't.
No, you can phrase the motion, but you can't make it.
Oh, okay.
So moved that I'll make it.
I will second it. And then I guess it's,
All those in favor?
of the February 9th walk?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, sorry about that, a vote.
Good.
Voting, it always messes up everything. And it looks like we're down to making a motion to adjourn the, sorry.
Real quick, just want to circle back to review it for completeness. So, because I asked for the deed, do you want to not take or to vote that it's not complete, or to vote it's complete pending receipt of the deed?
I like that motion. Yes.
Yeah, like the pending,
All
yeah.
right, so, all right, let's circle back up there. Hold on. A.
I put his time into it. We should recognize the fact you
Right.
did all the right stuff there.
All right, so motion that the application is complete pending the receipt of the deed from Mr. Mickle.
So moved as amended.
Second?
Second.
So while we're talking on the deed, in the deed, it will state that there was stipulations on the properties when they were set up back in the sixties. And today, you cannot build a cottage with a septic system and all that. So it will have a minimum building size of 24 by 32 with a functional bathroom and kitchen.
I remember that
in
from
each field.
Ferris, yeah.
Obviously, we're not gonna have that, so I just wanna make sure that isn't a problem before we go down. And so there's two lots, so there's the lot where the existing house is today, and then this is a lot that I own that's next to it.
Okay.
So currently, they're not merged, which is probably just a matter of time, and they will be merged, because there's another piece that's attached to this behind it, I purchased from Barbara Conover several years ago, that is attached to this from a tax purpose, tax map wise.
The driveway comes right down by Conover's house, right?
The road is right
Katie,
next to, Ferris's house.
So are you going to have a composting toilet then?
Oh, no, it's just a garage.
Oh, I thought you said you can't have a septic.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying, in the deed, it states the minimum requirements for the building, if you were to build a cottage, a home, it would have to have a septic system, but there's no way you could put a septic system because it's a non-conforming lot. So that's why I'm just doing a garage.
Remember Mr. Ferris wanted permission, well, he needed the variance, but he was putting in a camper that was gonna be there for 6 months. So his family could use it as a facility.
I got it.
Because they
A
couldn't-
portable toilet.
Correct, and I don't blame him, cause I would say the same thing if I was his wife. But because they couldn't put a septic in, they were bringing the camper down
Makes
for the
sense.
6 months, so.
Sure.
It would be the same idea.
Yeah, this is just a garage to go along with the house, so this all septic, we have a fully above ground system, for septic systems.
Got it. Thank you.
Real quick, Tom, we need it all in favor for the, motion for complete pending deed receipt.
Okay, I'll make a motion then that, we,
You tell me what you want me to make.
oh, sorry.
Well, the motion's made in second, you just gotta take the vote for all. all in favor.
Okay. Oh, okay, so I can hold everything off? I refuse to take the vote. Wow. Power. All in favor?
Yes.
Opposed? Okay. It passes unanimous. This is easy.
Motion to adjourn at 5:32.
I shall make, I second it.
Perfect. All in favor?
Return.
Right.
Great, thank you very much.
Done. I'll get that right over to you tonight.
Perfect, thank you.
Where'd you say you're gonna stay tonight?
I haven't decided yet. My stomach's growling, so that means I gotta eat. So we'll probably stop at a restaurant. I'm not sure if I'll go to Limerick or go downtown or where I'll go.
Have you